Hey, how you guys doing? Okay, doggy. Let's see here. Huh. Bishop e4. Hmm. Let's see, knight c3. Bishop takes c3. D takes c3. 24. Knight takes G7, rotates G7, or king takes G7. Oh, rotates G7, queen takes H6, king G. Yeah. Takes. So takes. Double check. Can't come up, so it'll come over. trying to figure this one out. Row check. Knight d6 check. King f7. King c7. Or king f7. Rook c7 check. King back rank. Check. He comes over here. Comes in check. Double up rooks, and then we come over here, mate. And we come here. Ooh, 17, nice. Queen g4 check, king h7, bishop d3, f5. Hey Fox, how you doing? I think I got it this time. Because you have to, I'll show you why you have to do the sacrifice there. It wouldn't work unless you did that. So after here, if we played here and then we played there, he would have that and it would be a draw. Because then we can take and it'd be a draw at this point. And we go back and forth, checking. But because we eliminate this pawn to be pushed, it's mate now. Come on. Yep, you got it. Great job, Fox. There you go. Great job. Okay, king f3. G4, king f4, h5, king g5, king f3, king f5, king g2, king g6, takes. I think you're right in that. I think you're right in that line. Let's see if we take. He comes over, down, takes. Yeah, and we actually get a pawn. So first of all, you gotta take. Oh, yeah. There we be. I'll show you the line because that like what you're saying here. If we take, he comes in. We come to g3. Takes. And there's no way to stop this pawn from going up the board because we now guard these two squares here. We just move it over and up it goes. Whee! And it turns into a queen. Bishop, bishop b4 is interesting, to say the least. If queen d7, then rook d8, and we pick up a might even be simpler than that. Queen a1, rook d1, bishop b4, knight intercepts, bishop takes, king there. Yeah. Bishop b4. Huh. That's interesting. Then if king e2, queen takes a a6 check. Yeah, I like that. Oh, nice. Oh, mouse slip there. Come on. Nice. Rook h8, queen g7, rook d g8, um, queen f7. Rook h. Thinking that potentially if we attack here, then we can move. Oh, oh yeah, and we pick up the. Yeah, we win a whole rook in that line. Yikes. Queen h3, king. Oh, this works here for mate. That's right. I missed that. Move too fast. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Be efficient. Be effective. Bishop takes b5. takes b5, rook he1. Alright, yeah, rook he1. Oh, that's how it is? Oh, man, I did not see that. That was a good find there, Fox. Sorry about that, guys. Oops. I had to be more observant for that. That was my fault there. My fault there. Ay, ay, ay. What am I missing here? Actually, I'm not missing anything. Because if I play knight to b6 check, bishop takes b6. Well, if we go a7, a8 equals queen, he has e2 check. So a8 check there. Hey, I think you're right. Yeah, I believe you're right on that, yeah. Yeah. Good job. Let me see here. Boy, this is a kind of tickler here. I'm tied between bishop takes f4 or rook takes, but I don't think rook takes h6 is a good idea. There is also one more, bishop h 7, bishop h7 check. Yeah, I know that. I was looking at that. Is it worth the 2 pieces? I think we have to take the pawn. I'm thinking we have to take this pawn for first. think it's a defensive move of knight d2. I think knight d2 and that holds. He's double checking our bishop, and we're actually equal pawns here. We have potentially more active pieces. Yeah, I'm thinking it has to be this move here. No? Huh. What is... Whoa. Oh. Oh. My bad. My bad. Yeah. Yeah, here. And then once he plays here, I don't know why I didn't see this. Here, rook takes. We're heading. We got him in a mating net. We play g6, rook h5, and then we can actually put a. Oops. First of all, we gotta seal this off, and then we take, and we're good to go. Because now with this move, we're threatening to he'll have to move back, and if he moves back, then knight takes d6, bishop takes d6, bishop takes d6, knight d7, bishop takes. Can't be right. Rook b1. And that would be a horrible move. Takes. Oops. Oh, what? That's a bad move. c4. Huh, yeah. let's see, rook takes f8, check. If rook takes f8, queen takes, so rook f1, check, king here, queen takes, check, there. We take here, he takes there, we come, nope, we can't because he's got this here. Queen takes. Let's see, takes. Queen takes e5. If we take there, knight takes, huh? Yeah, I think this. Yeah. Good job. Bishop, b4, and we're threatening mate. So bishop b4, c3, bishop takes c3, b takes c3, queen takes c3, check, queen c2, rook a1, mate. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Interesting. Pawn takes. Oh, snap. Nope. There we go. Snap, crackle, and pop. Yeah, it's a mate. King takes f8. C equals queen. Okay, let's take a look. We'll take a look after this one. That's not a bad idea to actually see. Queen takes f8, queen c8 equals queen, king g7, and how does he handle not losing the game? So I think we could just grab this. There is no way he's gonna lose. There's no more checks or anything. Okay, let's take a gander at this. I think oops. Your c4 is right. It's a draw. You were right about that, Fox. And then back, forth, back, forth. And what if him passing? King C, C2. It's still a draw. Hold on, let me get another one because we weren't able to see that one. Excuse me, we weren't able to see that one. All right. Yeah, we're getting better. It's like what we said. It's just a slow grind on improvement. It's something that doesn't just happen overnight. You have to slowly improve. Sometimes you get blessed and you get a call it or the rubber band experience when you get pulled back, and sometimes you get let go and your experience goes whoop like that, like really far. But sometimes you have the tortoise and the hare growth, and you know what? I'd rather be the tortoise and learn and win the race than the hare and not. Huh? What? Hmm. And nice. That's nice. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Ah, tried. I'd love to have played here and then played over, but this pain in the neck here. Thinking knight f5, bishop takes f5, e takes f5, and how. Well, this one's a teaser here. Oh, I think we can potentially pick up a if we play bishop takes c6. Sorry, bishop takes c6. Check. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Excellent job, guys. Hurrah. Hooray. Yay. Happy day, happy day, happy day. Oh. Yeah. No, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. Very not fun. Well, I've seen it now too, but it's like, uh, let me see here. I've kind of seen this before. It's, let's see, rotates H3, G takes H3. No, that doesn't work. So he rotates G2, rotates G2. No. Huh. Yeah, I think you're right. I think, let me see. So he takes. Let me see here. Knight takes H3, check. Pawn takes H3. Yeah, this right here. Look at that, Queen G3. There we go. And this throws us into a mate. We made him after if he tries this, that's mate. If he tries this, we take here, and then we have mate. Queen b5 check. And then we can actually double up with this attack here. And then we can play rook c5, and then we pick up the queen. There we go. Yay, we're doing good, guys. We just gotta hang in there. Just hang in there. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Just hang in there. Come on, just hang in there. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out if bishop a5, rook takes e4, pawn push check, king e2, turns into knight. Boy. Ay. Yeah, I believe you're right on that. Here, there, and we pick it up. Oh, good. How you doing? Yeah, I've been on every night. Yeah. Nice. Glad you're back. That's what matters. That our team is back. Okay, here. Oh boy. Let's see. So knight c3. One sec. Let me get a drink of water. Got a frog in the throat. Good. Had a little frog there for a second. I feel better. Okay. What if we do a straight up? Hey Fox. What if we do a straight up rook to d8 check? What if we just throw rook d8 check in there? Rook d8 check. King takes d8. Knight takes f2 check. It forks the rook on h1. Yeah, that'd be nice, but nah, we're got this. We got it, guys. We're a team. We'll figure this out. Don't you worry. Don't worry. Boy, this is kind of tricky here. I think I see the idea. Something like that. Ooh, nice. Huh. Knight d4. Okay, that's interesting. Let's take a look at that. Knight d4. Knight takes d4. Queen takes d4. Hmm. Well, that's cool. Except, eh, if a player can get the power of their tactics to 3,000, that would be cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking you're right on this. I'm thinking this. That's got to be the. What am I missing here? Huh. Yeah. Yeah, it is. That Grandmaster games are interesting. Okay, do we, that is true, you know. If people work hard enough, I do agree that they could get there, or if a player puts some time in. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that has to be the move that puts the silence to the position. I'm thinking that has to be it. Because I really don't see anything else that does work. Anything else is losing. Yeah, I don't see anything else but that. Yay! We'll stop here. Yay! We're back to exactly 2100. Good job. Great job, guys. Great job. Before I log, Fox, do you have a Leela game you would like to go over? I could go over one Leela game. Oh, you want to see what happens with that? Okay, let's take a look. Oops, wrong. My bad there. Actually, you could just grab this. King takes. You check here, and there's no way to stop me. Oops, not that. King takes. There's no way to stop me. You could try that. Rook d8 then, and then you grab that. I think the rook would take at that point, and I think they're better. I think we got mate to boot pretty soon. So you have the game? Good. One sec, I'll be right back. I'll pop on this for you guys to watch. Until Fox gets back, I'll be ready. Oh, you got it? Okay, one sec. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it to it. Okay, there we go. Come on, work with me. AlphaZero versus Stockfish. Gotcha. Okay. So D4. See, this is what it should play here. But it didn't play that. It played B6, which is actually an inferior move. And this it played correct. G3. See, the one thing that Stockfish AlphaZero does that Stockfish doesn't is it can create. It can think outside of the box, and it's not inside of a box. What I mean by that is it can play different things. It's not based on just chess database games. It can actually play somewhat human-like because it'll play different moves that Starfish hasn't seen. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, and it can go deeper because it has that twist. Yeah. Just increase the engine depth. There's replay mode. Yeah, I'll have to look into that then. Yeah, I was watching some YouTube sites on Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that. That's funny. That is funny, Fox. I love it. I love it. That's funny. Funny, 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 funny. Oh. Yeah, and so it doesn't mind it because in theory it's like, wait a second, aren't you giving up your good bishop and stuff? But in the French setup, the bad bishop is the light squared bishop. So by trading off the dark squared bishop, you actually lose. If it did trade off, it would end up being slightly losing position for Stockfish, because now he's left with a weak light squared bishop, and of course we know in the French that a light squared bishop is the worst piece for black. So that's why after D2, the best move would either be bishop to E7, bishop to D6. But I don't think I'd wanna play bishop D6 because it just doesn't feel right. I know that sounds weird. It's just not in harmony with everything, because it feels like just wrong. Because Alpha will just castle, but you gotta be careful. It's not afraid of losing pawns, so even if it did lose a pawn, it's not afraid of losing pawns. So you can check here and then play there, and I don't know, a little tickler there. So C takes D. So he takes D. Now this is a weakness. So potentially bishop and then knight in. But you always have to remember that there's a bishop b4 check. So knight c3, which is not, it's actually a good move. I like that move. I know some, players would be thinking about, wait, didn't you just? Well, yeah, but we're not too worried about that. We always have a3 in that line. Now bishop takes. Now we accomplished a goal. Yes, the dark light square bishop's outside of the pawn chain of the French slightly, but we have the two bishops, and all we have to do is castle king side, and then potentially move our rook to e1 and go e4. Pretty powerful. So knight comes in, bishop d, because that's being attacked twice, and potentially we could actually play e4, sack a pawn to get this nice open file diagonal. We'd lose a pawn, but we would have the ability of attacking this after, of course, castles, and we'd have a lot of firepower along the h1 to a8 diagonal. So castles, knight bd7 to trade off, and we don't really much mind, even if we played a4, even if he trades, we'd be more than happy to trade, because this opens up a huge attack with our piece. Then we also have bishop f4 with a triple attack on this pawn. So c6, and wham, loving that. It's like, come on, bring it home. Of course, if he takes there, this just weakened and allows for a potential outpost on via into c4. Of course, after takes. Well, you have to prepare it, but you have this outpost forever. That's why knight takes. Knight takes. A6 and bishop c. So we've got the squeeze on our we have the squeeze on our opponent. This is a huge bind. It causes a lot of hiccup. Just 1 second. So f4. Just 1 second. I want to see if I dropped something. Nope. Thought I dropped something, but it must have been nothing. Okay. King h1. Knight takes pawn, and then now we're trying to pry the king open. We're not afraid of any takes or anything. Rook e8, and then e4. The whole goal is, if he takes, now we have this push that's going to be coming down the board, and it's going to be a big time headache with that coming, and then that coming in. It's just going to be, whoa, hello. As we always say, honey, I'm home. D4. Knight E2. Bishop B4. Whoa. 6. Takes. 2 takes. And knight F4. Here we go. In comes the writing of the knights. Now we have that. So he has to retreat back. And now if he takes here, I'm trying to see what's the idea is that. And then we have checkmate. So by diverting it away, yeah, if it diverts this away, and it'd be mate 2, so he can't actually take. So he lost basically a whole minor piece in that. Rook A2 or A1. So they're down. Let me see, 4, and he's got 4. Okay, he's got 3 pawns for the piece, but is it enough? Sometimes the engines now have a lot more, I would say, maturity to them. They now don't trade all the time. I've noticed that before. Okay. Let's see if there's a critical point. We're just gonna work through this just a little bit because there's 109 moves. So he takes, and then rook takes. In some positions, like endgame positions, sometimes a bishop is worth more than a couple pawns in an endgame. Sorry about drinking here. That was some good water. Okay. They're shuffling around their pieces. They're positioning it for best play. That's one thing engines aren't afraid of, is rerouting bishops or pieces if they made a mistake. This stops this here. And we have a pretty powerful bind here. Only way to hold would be that, and then we have here, and he loses the bishop. There we go. Okay. Queen G8. Rook F2. Queen H8. Okay. They're getting their pieces in proper play. So I'm just going to just start pushing through it a little bit, because this They jostle their pieces around. They're poking for any positional weaknesses. And as far as I can see, that white has more of a bind than black does. So okay, these pawns look powerful, but this bishop really dominates them. Now potentially we can pick up a pawn. So if something like this happened, we actually could pick up a pawn here, and it'd be a pretty big time headache. So now this is dominated and that's dominated, so this can't be pushed because of that. Excuse me. Yeah, this right here, this move was inaccurate, and this move is losing. Now white's totally winning. This is almost, because of this passer, it's almost over. You can kind of smell the smell of victory. Thank you. We're getting all of our pieces mobilized. There we go, and up the board it goes. Now we have, if he takes, we're so close to getting a checkmating idea. Yeah, he's in a world of hurt right here. Yeah, it's over now, because if he comes up here, yeah, check. It comes up here, yeah, check, and we pick up another piece. Wow. The engine has to come back here to defend. It's a must at this point. And boy, we still have this attack sitch here, and if he plays there, boom. So if he plays here, or potentially there, we can actually play bishop queen here. Sorry, not there. Get rid of that. So really he has to stay here. And now we can actually pick up a pawn too, using a pin. Yeah. So do you guys have any questions before I log off? I'll give you guys a minute to type it in. Okay. Anything, Fox, on Leela? I'll give you one more minute, Fox, if you have any more questions or any questions. Because you never know if you have any questions. All right, perfect. Well, guys, I want to thank you for logging on. I know I was on a little later tonight. Had a little bit of stuff to do, some shopping and delivering of some stuff. So, it's one of those things. When the Lord calls you to do something, you gotta go and do it. So knowing is not enough, we must apply. So we can know a lot of information, but unless we apply it to the situation at hand, like with us it's the chessboard, and we can know a lot of patterns, but unless we apply the patterns, it's just we know a lot of patterns. And you have to be willing to put in the time and actually sit down and do it. And that's what we're doing by analyzing Alpha Zero versus Stockfish and going over patterns. And by the way, congrats on us making it to 2,100 or 2,100 in tactics. That was an uphill road, but we did it, guys. There are no limits. There are plateaus. So yeah, we're going to our next plateau. We just have to be patient. You have to be willing to put in the time and not worry about sometimes the outcome of like the puzzle. But you should, if you get it wrong, you should find out why you got it wrong. If you have any questions, go into the engine, take a look to see why, and then put that into your mind on next time when you see something similar. Then you can, like what Bruce Lee says, go beyond the plateau that you're at right now. Would you like a sword? Is sharpened. Our minds need to be sharpened through the Lord, of course, and through chess, the chessboard, and tactics, and our mental thinking. And we have to constantly, like coal under pressure becomes a beautiful diamond. Our eyes are like diamonds, and we need to use our eyes to see puzzles that will help us, like study information. And then we can take what we've seen and apply it to the chessboard or to the pieces and help our army dominate the chessboard and take over the kingdom and own the 64 squares. I remember on Knights of South Bronx, the teacher laid out a chessboard for the kids the first time, and he says to the children, he says, "How would you like to rule a 64? Be the king basically of a 64 square thing." I'm probably not saying it right exactly, but they thought he was like, are you serious? Are you kidding?" And then he explained to him chess, and then a lot of them at the very end of the movie said that if they hadn't have learned chess and applied it to their lives, some wouldn't have thought outside of the box. They wouldn't have gone beyond where they priorly were. They would have been stuck in the box or the click that they were at. They would never have thought even beyond, not even potentially not even have realized that there's a Lord and that they need Him. So we have to always keep in mind that we have a blessing of learning chess, guys. I mean, my chess friends, we have a blessing that we have the ability to study and to show ourselves to be approved on the chessboard. So I have to always remember that. I have to take that to heart. That you should never take the chess knowledge and the learning you have for granted. Always apply it. That's what my teacher told me. He said that the greatest thing you could do for a teacher is to apply what they taught you. And so I'm teaching you, my chess friends, what my teacher taught me. And I may make some mistakes because I'm human and stuff. And you guys are always there to help, so I appreciate that, to improve, because I'm always willing to improve. I always remember what my grandfather said, that improvement is part of life. He says one thing, he told me that if you're not learning, basically you're not here. And I know you guys know what that means. And so he says, or he used to say, you're not breathing. I was like, we both laughed at that, because you know what, you're always going to be learning. That's the whole goal about this, and we have to keep in mind that we have to always rely on the Lord for learning and to keep pushing forward. And I would like if you guys could say a prayer for France and Europe. That and there's been a lot of earthquakes in like Australia area. Can you say some prayers for those families down there too, that they're comforted, and that whatever happens is that they're okay, because that's what it's all about. Okay, and I appreciate that. Remember what we do? We hang up our coat, we hang up our hat, we sit down and study when most won't. We do, and that makes all the difference. As Wesley So says, for the Lord Jesus, as I say, God bless, and I'll see you guys next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a blessed morning, afternoon, and evening, and Lord willing, I'll be back on tomorrow, and we'll keep pushing forward and improving. And you know what? We're gonna keep doing this. There is no stopping. We're gonna keep pushing forward and striving for greatness for the Lord. And you know what? Great job on all this tactics being solved, and congrats on your improvement. That's 2 thumbs up. Go Team Chess Cruncher. Hoorah, be blessed, and I'll see you guys next time tomorrow, okay? Hopefully you'll be on and we could do puzzles together and keep learning. Great job. 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up. Okay, be blessed, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.